Hey guys, what's up? Corey here from the MLB today, and this week we're gonna have a new version of Weekly Roundup. Me and Robert will be doing this. I'm hosting this week. Robert will host next week. We got a bunch of topics to go over. We have over the 15-minute limit, so we're probably going to go over the 15-minute limit if we can. If you hear any thunder in the background, it's raining hard, very hard where we're at. So let's get into this. First topic, Victor Martinez just went on the DL for the Tigers. I wouldn't say he had a terrible season last year with the Red Sox, but he didn't have any kind of season like he had with the Indians when he was with the Indians. Robert, what are your thoughts about this?
Well, it seems that every day this year that every big player has got on the injury, on the DL. I mean, that's what it just seems to me. I don't know what's happened, but every high-paid player has gone on the DL that I've heard. Not like Carl Crawford or Adrian Gonzalez, but I actually think that's a big loss for the Tigers because that was their guy. They signed him to be their best catcher. They signed him for his offense, his defense, and it's a big loss for a groin injury. Who knows how long he's going to be out, but I want to see what this minor leaguer is going to do.
Yeah, I mean, they signed him for, I wouldn't call it big money, but a pretty good salary, and they expected him to come here as a veteran catcher to help out these young pitchers. So, next topic, Tim Lincecum, Cy Young winner, 3 times, something like that. He has 32 strikeouts, and we are just about 3 weeks in. I don't know, he might have 3 or 4 or 5 starts, I'm not sure. I mean, this guy is a beast, and he's been a beast, he's going to be a beast. He's going to lead this Giants team to a good season, but who knows if the Rockies can hold off the Giants to get into the playoffs. Robert, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it was this week, but it was either yesterday, and this is being filmed on April 19th. It was either yesterday or the day before that. He was throwing a no-hitter into the 7th inning, which got broke up on a very easy single. But, man, this guy is just proving that he is a Cy Young candidate. And I don't know if he's going to get it this year or if it will be one of those guys in the Phillies rotation. But he has really proven that he wants to get this award again and that he wants to get his Giants back to the World Series.
Maybe all the Phillies pitchers can share the Cy Young.
I don't know about that. There's only one plaque, but who knows? They might put another face on it. I mean, man, I'm bad at making jokes, but oh.
All right, now on to the Angels and Anaheim. Dan Herron and Jeff Weaver, both in the starting rotation for the Angels, both have 4 wins. Dan Herron is the one that broke up the Indians' winning streak when the Indians were on the winning streak. They won 2-0 through a complete game. Dan Herron is showing that, hey, he can get back to the All-Star game, and he can be in the race for the AL Cy Young. And Jeff Weaver is just trying to go out and prove that he should have won the Cy Young last year. And he had a great season last year, one of the top 3 in the strikeouts, one of the top 3 in innings, and one of the top 3 in wins. Robert, what are your thoughts on these two guys?
Really key pitchers. And I'm trying to look up here, but my computer's a little slow. I mean, yeah, Dan Herron, I remember him pitching against the Indians, giving up no runs and only throwing a 1-hitter. I mean, wow, going 3-0 on that game, and great pitcher, along with Jared Weaver. If those guys can keep up the way that they are, it's going to make the Angels' starting rotation really fierce, and it'll be a real threat to teams in the AL, especially because uh, my predictions, and I don't know about your predictions, they're all over the place. And if they stay the way they are, they're going to be a really tough duo to face.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the teams didn't have the Angels winning a lot of people, I should say, didn't have the Angels winning the AL West because of their hitting and how people said it was weak. But the pitching has come out and proved that, this team can do work and can win this division. Now on to the next topic. Starlin Castro, Cubs shortstop, rookie. I don't know if he's a rookie. I think he might have played a few games last year. But he has 29 hits, leading the league right now. This guy's young, and he seems to be doing a lot of work. He's had great games with the Cubs. The Cubs are in second place, tied with a bunch of teams in the NL Central. It's a topic we will get to later on. But, Robert, what do you think about this guy, and do you think he has a good future?
Well, I really don't know much about him, but hearing what you have to say and what other people have to say about him, it sounds that he's going to have a really good career. I'm looking at his minor league statistics, and he's been all over the place in the past few years. I don't know what he's been doing lately because this is only going so high, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If people are talking about him the way that they're talking about him, he's going to be very key for the Cubs.
Yeah, I mean, another great shortstop here in the MLB is Asdrubal Cabrera. And I don't know about you, Robert, but this guy is what I think one of the key guys that are leading the Indians to in the first place right now in this great start. But the key here is his hitting. I mean, his defense, don't get me wrong, his defense is amazing. But his hitting, he has 4 home runs right now. And I was reading an article yesterday, I think, and he's not going to do it. Trust me, he's not going to do it. But he's on track to hit 40 home runs. And that's a funny fact. But I mean, like I said, he is leading the Indians to this great start. What do you think about it, Robert?
Fake laugh. You got me fake laughing when you said 40 home runs. But yes, right now he's really being key for the Indians. Not only with his glove, but with his bat. He was Player of the Week, I think, Player of the Week or Co-Player of the Week, and I mean, why not? 4 home runs. He had a hitting streak last week, I think, for a couple of games. Man, this guy, he's been good for the Indians in the past few years, but if he keeps going on, he's going to be really good. He's going to keep being good. But let's just hope that the Indians can actually keep a player for once and have him stay for the Indians for years to come.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Hopefully they don't trade him away like they have with the other superstars. But on the same track with the Indians, Grady Sizemore, coming back from a microfracture knee surgery. His second at-bat back, he hits a blast, a home run to right field, porch, and Progressive Field. And then the next at-bat, he hits a double. And then just last night, he hits a double, a key double. He ended up scoring on a sacrifice fly, helping the Indians beat the Royals 7-3 in extra innings. I feel like if he can come back and stay healthy, he can lead this Indians team to a first-place division victory. And if they keep playing like this, too, what do you think about this?
Well, let me just say that home run was really, really towering from the TV and the waffle fry stand. But, yes, I was at that game. I did not get a chance to see it, but I did see his double. Looking at how he's doing in the past few nights, he has been doing really, really good. And the Indians are proving that he has been ready to come back. And you could even tell that he's been ready to come back. He went, I think, 3 for 5 last night against the Kansas City Royals, 4 for 5 if I'm wrong. But this guy, I mean, he even drove in one of the runs in the top of the 10th inning yesterday that won the game for the Indians. So, yes, Grady Sizemore. And, of course, if the Indians can keep him, and if he can be like the Grady that he was in the past few years, it's really going to be good for this Tribe team, especially towards their first place division title.
Like we've talked about a few times, actually, the key for the Indians, I say this year, is to re-sign Grady Sizemore and keep him here. I mean, the Indians, the fans and everything, the community, love Grady Sizemore, and he gets a lot of people to come out to the games. His hitting and mostly his defense, he makes spectacular plays, and I can't wait to see him out there in center field some more, getting some great plays. Talking about the Indians and the Royals. These videos on YouTube that we've been watching for the past month now, and the predictions have picked the Indians and the Royals to come in 4th and 5th. These two teams, the Indians are in first by 2 games. The Royals are behind in second place by 2 games. The Indians and the Royals are just proving everyone's predictions wrong. And Robert, I know you picked the Royals to come in last. I probably would have too. But who knew that the Royals were actually going to be contending like this? And who knew that all these young, I don't want to say stars, but all these youngsters on the Royals can lead them? And even the pitching has been very, very decent for the Royals. And then we've talked about the Indians multiple times, but what do you think about the Royals and the Indians and their standings in the AL Central?
I find it just as shocking as everybody else found it. I did choose them to lose this division just because of the recent years. We all know how the Royals have been playing. They were just not a good ball club. But like I said about the Indians, there was probably the same thing going for them now too. They are a young team at their peak. They also got a few veterans in there, throwing them in there game to game. But this young team, when you build up and build up and build up, you're gonna get a few wins on a season, and that's how you win divisions. You got to have a good minor league system, which the Royals have. But yeah, the start of the season, Indians in first place now by 2 games. The Royals in second place by 2 games, and it's really shocking that they're playing now. And who would have thought that they would have been fighting for first place? It's a 4-game series, which makes it even better. And the Indians are coming off of a sweep of the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, how can this not get any more exciting? This is gonna be a great series. That watching it to the end, and I'm just dying to find out who's gonna win this thing.
Yeah, I mean, this division, I mean, it's early in the season, but this not this division, this series, I should say. It's early in the season, but this is going to mean a lot to both teams, just in the future. Now on to Adrian Gonzalez. The Red Sox just signed him for 7 years. I don't know how much money, but I mean, this guy, he hasn't been having the spectacular season the Red Sox have wanted him to have. He hasn't been hitting bombs after bombs and hitting a bunch of RBIs, and I don't understand why they just signed him to this huge deal for 7 years, just out of nowhere. And the Red Sox are struggling too. So, Robert, what do you think about this signing?
Well, I think one thing, and this goes for any player moving to a new team and even a new league, going from National League to American League. I think Adrian Gonzalez was so used to Petco Park, and that's where he crushed most of his home runs.